All right, class. So I know that surface area is actually somewhat difficult. It's definitely something that you need to kind of take your time with. As you do more practice problems, I hope it gets easier. Um, and currently, right now, I'm going to draw a net to help us visualize the 5 faces that we're going to calculate for this triangular prism. Now, it's not drawn perfectly, but just realize that the shortcut that I showed you in the previous video was only for rectangular prisms. It's not going to be that easy for a triangular prism. Okay, you're just gonna have to take your time with each specific face. Now, the good news is for a triangular prism, uh, we still have 2 identical faces, and those are the triangles, right? There's a triangle in the front and there's a triangle in the back. So if we calculate the triangle correctly once, we effectively have the other one already. So again, let's review how to calculate the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So let's go ahead and label this triangle. This right here is 12. The base of the triangle, this part, which is very important to calculate the area, is 14. So I know that it's 14 times 12, which is base times height, divided by 2. 14 times 12 divided by 2 is, I believe that's 84. Right? So now that I have 84, I know that this is also 84, and I've successfully calculated 2 of the faces. And you're like, oh, that's not too bad, right? So now I have to do the unfortunate task of calculating the 3 remaining faces. And the hard part about this class is it's actually kind of hard to see what the dimensions are. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna try to, maybe using the net here does help. Okay, now the good news is all of the nets or all of the rectangles, all of these distances, right, are 20, and it's consistent. It's all 20. So really, you just have to figure out what the 3 remaining side lengths are. So you could see how one of them is going to be 15, right? This panel on the right is 15 times 20. The panel on the left is actually right here is 13 times 20. And then the bottom panel is, well, you guessed it, 14 times 20. So, sometimes triangular prisms can be confusing. It's not as simple as the rectangular prism, but actually, I'm going to call this face R, which means face on the right, face left, and face B, which is on the bottom. Face R is going to be 20 times 15. Face left is going to be 13 times 20. And then face bottom is going to be 14 times 20. And it's really just all 20 because all of them have the same length that way, and you're just calculating the different widths. 15 times 20 is 300. 13 times 20 is 260. 14 times 20 is 280. So now what you have to do to calculate the total surface area is you're going to have to find the sum of this entire thing. So let's go ahead and use our calculator. 300 plus 260 plus 280 is 840. That's funny because these are 84. And then you just add another 2 84s. So 84 plus 84 is 168. And you get a final answer of 1008. This is in feet. Feet squared. Okay. Now, volume for a triangular prism, well, you just have to find the area of the triangle, right? You have to find the area of this triangle right here. And once you find the area of that triangle class, you then multiply it by the depth and you end up getting the total volume, right? So first find the area of the triangle, which we said it's area of triangle times depth, because that's how you calculate volume. The volume of any prism is just the area of the base of the prism, which in this case is a triangle, and multiply it by the depth. So the area of the triangle we already know is 84 because we calculated it earlier. And then the depth of the triangle is this same 20. And we get 84 times 20. And you end up with 1680 feet cubed. Okay, go ahead and try these problems. In our office hours this week, I plan to give more practice problems like this. So please join us in our office hours. It's going to be a very, very informative office hours because you want to practice this as much as possible. And we're going to do a lot of live practice during that time. Okay, so I hope to see you all there. And thanks for watching. See you next time.